Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. You guys like the content that I've been dropping? I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share those videos with anybody you think may benefit from them, alright? Once again, I'm trying to build a community over here, man. It's champions only. Like, none of this mediocrity going on my channel, man. I understand we all going through things in our lives where we feel like, man, fuck, I hate reality. Or, dang, why does everything have to be so hard? I want to accomplish this, that, and the third, and life is always throwing like a banana peel in my way. Want to see me fall. Want to see me slip and bust my ass. Like, why is that? You know what I mean? Why can't we all just shine and ball and do all the things we want? Because that's not how life is set up, yo. It's seriously just not. So the faster you accept that and start stepping up to the plate, especially as a young man out here, there's no mercy for you in the world whatsoever. Nobody respects a weak man. Nobody cares about you. If you fall on the ground, people are more than happy to step on you so that they get a boost. It's crab in a barrel society, right? So today's topic is going to be about how to cultivate masculinity. It's going to be cultivating masculinity, all right? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first of all, you have yin and yang, the divine feminine and masculine. And this is not necessarily dealing with gender. Okay, so like a quick caveat, if you guys think about like astrological signs, you know, the 12 signs, you got Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, then you got Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, right? Now, all of these definitely fit into masculine or feminine principles. So if we think about masculine signs, that's going to be fire and air, all right? So you got Aries, fire, Leo, fire, and then you also have Sagittarius. Then you got Libra, what's the name? Aquarius, and then you also have Gemini. So those are fire and air. Those all represent masculinity, right? And I'm going to jump into it in a second, but I just want to kind of break this off so that you guys understand that masculine and feminine is not just dealing with male and female. It has to do with principles that are represented, all right? And of course, males have more by nature masculine traits. Then they have a little bit of feminine traits. Then you have females that are the same thing. They're supposed to have more feminine traits, but then they also have a masculine side. And based on how you was raised and whatever you went through, you will exude one or the other, or whatever situation you're in. If you feel weak and, let's say, scared, you're more than likely going to show more feminine traits than masculine. Doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. Now, what's up with the other two sides? So you got water and earth are considered to be feminine. So starting off with me, I'm Taurus. All right, that's earth. Then you got Virgo is also earth. Then you also have Capricorn. Then you have the water sign, starting off with Cancer. Then it's going to go Scorpio. Then the other one is fish or Pisces. So they work in tandem. So think about it. You got masculine and you got feminine working together, you know. And then you also have the modalities being fixed, mutable, and cardinal. But I'm gonna talk about that when I make a video about astrology, so you guys get a more in-depth analysis about it. But neither here nor there. Let's talk about like masculinity. All right. So what is it? And I'll also talk about femininity, so you guys have like the balance. And then after that, we're going to talk about how important it is for men to cultivate their masculinity. All right, so without further ado, masculine principles represents pure mind, anger, assertiveness, right? But then if you think about feminine, like I'm going to make a split screen. Feminine represents feelings, observation, insight, attention to details. Masculinity represents extroverted emotions, theory, like the ability to, you know, like be philosophical, and rules, right? Women. Feminine represents receptivity, care, and introverted emotions. So you see how there's always like this opposing side. Masculinity represents honesty, generalizations, abstract-based ethics. Femininity represents assistance, social relations, and performance orientation. So, like, I can give examples for either one of those, right? Now, generalizations. Like, think about how men try to figure out the earth, how to figure out animals or qualities of different species. They generalize. That's the only way that we can really have like a baseline for behavior or a baseline for appearance. You know, when they say, for example, tigers are orange and black, there can always be somebody that jumps up and goes, "Oh, but what about the white tiger?" But it's like, dog, how many white tigers are there in comparison to the average tiger? Like, when I say tiger, I doubt white tiger jumps in your head because you're going to think about the baseline. See, this is something that men would do. We come up with generalizations. Now, women come up with, or they don't do, let's say, generalizations. But have you ever been talking to a woman and you try to explain how women act like this or women act like that? And what is something that women always say? You thought of it just now. I know you thought of it just now. Let's say you talking to a woman about how, you know, women don't want a nice guy or women don't like this or women don't like that. What would that woman say as an argument or a rebuttal against what you just said right there? Not all women are like that. They always hit you with that, or, well, I don't act like, you know what I'm saying? They always gonna take it where it's like your claim isn't all the way true because it doesn't apply to every last fucking female on the planet. It's like, come on, man. I'm making generalizations here. I know y'all all experienced that. All right, now think about it. Women focus on social relations. Like, for them, it's more of a big deal to like have a circle of friends that all agree with them, or to, you know, have like this little network of females that they hit up. Like, notice that if you a man and you in your relationship, you might talk to your boys every blue moon about like what's going on in your relationship with the details and emotions included. But for the most part, you want to trudge through all of that shit on your own. You don't feel the need to like spill your guts every single time something happens between you and your girl. With your girl, it's going to be very often that she's actually on the phone chopping it up and hearing different women's opinion about the same issue. So notice the differences right here. Not saying that every single female will do. You guys get what I mean. I'm talking about masculine and feminine principles. So as I name these examples, I'm just talking about masculine. It's supposed to be more men that do that. Feminine. It's supposed to be more women that do that. I mean, in today's society, everything is confused. You got some bitch ass dudes out here, and you got some dyking ass butch wannabe hard dudes that honestly need their ass beat. Yin yang. All right, so masculinity is focused on profitability and planning the next move. Femininity is focused on sustainability, sensing what is emerging right now. Masculinity, logic, reason, and cognitive intelligence. Femininity, intuition, emotional intelligence. Masculinity, competition, power of hierarchy and or position. Femininity, collaboration, power of social networks and or connection. Masculinity is focused on shareholder value, command and control. Femininity is focused on stakeholder engagement, inspiration and coaching. Masculinity defends the interests of individuals. Femininity defends the interests of the collective. So notice that every single thing I said had like an opposing force. So if you think about yin and yang, that's literally what it is right there. Notice that you have the, let's say, black side, and then it has a little white dot. Then and don't think I'm throwing up 666. Like, I'm trying to show you a little dot. You fucking assholes who always want to think that everything has to do with the occult, or oh, he sold his soul. Bro, that has nothing to do with this shit, yo. Like, somebody asked me that earlier, like, oh man, I saw you in the video, man. You threw up the Baphomet. I'm like, bro, I did not throw up the Baphomet. I was using my hand and say something, and my hand just looked like that at the moment. Like, y'all be reading way much into some shit, all right? And excuse me for like jumping on topic, but I had to address that. Like, somebody really asked me, yo, you part of the occult? Like, bro, what the fuck? Yin Yab, like, for real, Yin Yab is about to be my shit. Don't even start trying to steal it either. I'm working on getting a trademark, for real. But yeah, yin and yang, it's always like it's balanced. And then on the other side, you have the white side, predominantly white, and then it has the little black dot. So what is representing is you have your masculine side and your feminine side, and on both sides, there's a little bit of the aspect of the other within it. And your goal is to be the line that's in the middle, working in perfect harmony with your masculine and your feminine sides. All right. Now, also, the article that I took this from can be found in the description box below. All right, so now we're going to talk about why cultivating masculinity is very important, especially for men, because, like I said, it's not all gender specific. You got females that honestly have a masculine side, and they might be more in touch with their masculine than, let's say, a dude who is a soft or effeminate, or a guy who identifies more with the female gender. Instead of going to play basketball with the boys and football and let's see who can run faster and jump higher. This might have been the dude who wanted to play on the girls' team, or the dude who want to go hang out with the females and hear what they talking about. Yeah, that dude right there is not really so much in touch with his masculine side. I'm not talking about the dude who had all the girls jumping on him. I'm talking about the dude who felt uncomfortable kicking it with the boys because he felt it to be too rowdy or too this or too that, but felt more at home just hanging around a bunch of females. All right. Cultivating masculinity is very important for men because, number one, it drives up the polarity between the sexes, which by default will raise attraction. All right, so for all you effeminate dudes that think that identifying as a feminist is going to get the girls at the rally to really look at you as a viable option, you're wrong. More than likely, the dude that this feminist is over here marching and talking about how he's oppressing her, that'll be the same one when he hops off his motorcycle and looks at her. That'll be the same female that's screaming all that feminist bullshit that'll be over here moist, thinking about what it would be like if he ravished her. Meanwhile, you right here being the best buddy screaming, yeah, females deserve this and that and third too. And then she looking at you right above your head. Don't even consider you as an option. You let's just be friends. Another thing that cultivating masculinity does is it increases willpower, which is very important, bro, because men, we have like 17 times the amount of testosterone that a woman has. And testosterone is the hormone that gives you willpower, that gives you, let's say, libido, the desire to have sex and, get something done. So by having so much more of it and cultivating it, yeah, of course you're going to, have more willpower. And cultivating masculinity allows you to live to your fullest. Nobody likes an impotent, weak man that's just posted up and doesn't know how to self-actualize and doesn't go for what he wants. I mean, how can you really get respect? There will be like a lion that can't control his pride. What happens to him in nature? Yup, he's probably going to die due to the elements and the other animals that will band together and now murk him now that he's in a position of weakness. So how can you cultivate your masculinity? Like, I made like a little list right here. Let's go ahead and get it out, So first, you're going to spend time with like-minded men. Like, if you every single week just hanging out with your girlfriend and you have no desire to hang out with your boys, you clowning. It's very important for you to link up with like-minded men because they're going to be the ones that are holding your feet to the fire. And also, they're not going to be with all these emotions. So by the time you actually go to hang back out with your girl, you'll be more in your masculine state, which is what's up. And your girl should be doing the same thing too. The fuck she look like just hanging out with you all the time? What's she gonna do? Femininity is receptive. It's like an ocean. So if she hanging out with you all the time, notice that she's gonna start using your slang, talking like you, identifying with what you identify as or with. And she's gonna start getting more into her masculine frame a little bit because you're rubbing off on her. But when she goes and hangs out with her girls, you go and hang out with your boys. When y'all come together, it's more of a natural harmony. You also want to give courageously. Exercise 3 to 4 times a week. Notice that this is always gonna be something I tell y'all. Like on almost every video, I make some type of reference to health and fitness. Dog, there's no excuse. I don't know what you thought, you know what I mean? Oh, I could just do whatever I want. Yeah, okay. I mean, if you want to live a mediocre life, you go ahead. You go ahead and do that and have a great time at it. You know what I'm saying? I could salute you for it, but I'm not even going to do it. Because over here, I'm trying to build champions. Champions don't take the easy way out and just fucking coast through life. Reconnect with nature. Very important nowadays that everybody's on technology all the time. Get outside and just feel the breeze of the forest. Look around at the animals that are having a good time. Connect with nature. You also want to practice being more decisive, breathe deeply, and be fully present in every moment. Contemplate in silence and or solitude. Collect your thoughts as a man. Get your priorities lined up. Think about what do you want out of life and create a strategy in order to attain it. Accept responsibility for your life. I told you in my video, it's your fault. Also going to be in the description box below. Dog, it's your fault. Find your purpose, because this will solve everything. Alpha Male Strategies even talks about that. Many people talk about that. Even in the book of the Way of the Superior Man. It talks about that you need to find your gift and you need to give it to the world. You're doing yourself and the world a disservice if you don't. Intentional suffering, which I'm gonna make a video about that. Like, so for example, taking cold showers and just embracing the discomfort. That would definitely raise your masculinity. You need to set goals and track them. Seek knowledge, for example, read great books. Reduce the frequency of masturbation and or ejaculations. You have to. That's your life force. You over here skeeting it out every single day. How can you be cultivating your masculinity when it's literally getting skeeted out? Feel your emotions. And whenever you have sex with your woman, make sure you ravish her and embrace your dark side. All right? It's okay to get into the seductive mindset. That's what your woman wants anyway. So with that being said, I don't want to drag this video on too long. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla back.